a gut punch to realize that these people don't care about you.
We're in Taylorsville, a community in central North Carolina. I live here. I'm the pastor of a congregation here, but I can't get health care here. That's because Alexander County is one of hundreds of places across the country that used to have a hospital. We lost the Alexander County Hospital in 2004. Since then, North Carolina has grown by almost 3 million people and lost a dozen hospitals. When you look at the country, 65% of rural areas lack primary care, and 1 in 3 hospitals are at risk of closing. But the politicians in Raleigh and DC, they're out to lunch, while our hospitals are on life support.
Broken glass, graffiti, it's always been closed ever since I've been alive, which has been 19 years now. Back in 2024, I was shot multiple times. We didn't have a hospital in our county. They didn't have the helicopter or anything close by, so they had to drive me probably a good hour drive just to get to the hospital. Imagine bleeding out in the middle of nowhere, thinking, oh, I have to go 35 minutes before I can even get any help. In 35 minutes, you could be dead. Why do we not have a hospital? I mean, we're big enough, we need a hospital.
So Chris, you know the federal budget is cutting Medicaid and giving tax cuts to billionaires. You're someone who depends on Medicaid. What does that make you feel?
I mean, when they have their, I think it's all like a money thing. They're like, let's cut off people's benefits so we can go do this or we can go do that. I don't want any other community or county to go through what our county has to go through of not having a good health system or a good place to go when in need of needing one.
One of the reasons why we moved to Spruce Pine, because of the hospital being so close, and I knew I was going to need it. It's one of 5 rural hospitals in North Carolina that is being considered financially vulnerable because of the big, beautiful bill. And there are so many Medicaid recipients here, and I think if they cut the Medicaid funding, I don't see any way that the hospital can survive.
How does that make you feel, that you have this risk of the hospital closing just looming over you?
Scared. I'm really scared. I've had a stroke 11 months ago, and if I hadn't had a very close hospital, I don't know, I might be dead right now. They seem to think that rural people don't deserve the kind of health care that everyone else is entitled to, and it's horrifying to me.
If you could speak directly to the politicians in Raleigh and in DC, what would you say to them?
I just want the right people to be able to understand how we're suffering here. God forbid you need something and not be able to get it. I mean, we would do everything in our power to help you. Why can't you do that for us? Every single person, even the ones who may have voted for Trump 3 times, are now really watching. We're paying attention. We have awakened. Take care of us better. Do your job better.
In 2021, North Carolina voted to expand Medicaid. It created health care for thousands, created a lifeline of funding and patience for places like Spruce Pines Hospital, but also UNC Rockingham and Angel Medical. But now we're going backwards. The Republicans are literally taking our tax dollars from our communities and our neighbors in need and giving it to the 1%, pulling the plug on life-saving medical care. This isn't about left versus right. It's about right versus wrong, life versus death. Before Medicaid expansion, an average of 2,840 people died in our state each year from lack of coverage. It's a simple choice, and candidates running for office this fall should be honest with you about where they stand. Enough should be enough.